Number 5.
Alexandra Stepanova and Ivan Bukin were the bronze medalists at last season's Russian Championships. They have won a bronze already within this Grand Prix season at Trophée Bompard. They sat fourth after the short dance here with a score of 61.96.
And as you mentioned, not having the opportunity to perform their free dance in France, we'll have to see how that affects them here, not having that mileage in front of the audience, because it is so different performing at home, even in repetition, to performing in front of a crowd like you have here in Japan. They will open this free dance with their Twizzle series in a very unique take. We don't see that very often, Craig, but it is spectacular. And in fact, they used the same Twizzle series last season and got almost no points for it despite its difficulty because it didn't travel across the ice enough. This season, they seem to have figured out just what they need to do to make that high value. Just look at Ivan's posture here through this circular step sequence. The way that he keeps his shoulder blades pinned back and that alignment in his spine so upright is really demanding physically, but really adds to the aesthetic and the fluidity of this circular step sequence as well.
Chances are he learned that posture and that poise at an early age. His father, Andre Bukin, the 1988 gold medalist in ice dance.
Good genes. One thing that this couple can really look to, in my opinion, to help them improve in the rankings as they go forward is just in the finishing touches and taking a leg extension and stopping it in one place for just a moment so that it has some line and some aesthetic that you can really appreciate for just a second. And I find that a lot of these small choreographic moments don't feel organic because you can see how premeditated they are. It's still a little overthought for me. Wavering just a little bit on some of these edges, and in the step sequences, those inside and outside edges have to be deep and they need to be very strong.
Stepanova and Bukin from Russia, sitting in fourth after the short dance, hoping perhaps to nudge onto the podium after this free dance.
They really had some wonderful moments of flexibility, and some of the choreography they really seem to be in tune with and artistically feel very organically, but others just seem to be a little bit out of place. So finding that nice blend will be what takes this program to the next level.
They've been together since 2006, but she is only 20 years of age. He is 22, so still a lot of skating in their future if they choose to have it.
And a lot of the things that this team already does so well are hard to teach. So their future is absolutely bright. It's just these developmental years to get all of this technique down pat. That's always a little bit challenging. But this element, I would imagine they will keep for years to come. No one else in the world can do that twizzle all the way down low to the ice. And you see the audience responding, definitely worthy of a lot of great attention. And taking a look at some of their step sequences, that's really where this team had a little bit more trouble. You see the spacing between them just reaching out to one another in time. They got a little far apart here and there, but some of these lifts definitely helped make up for that in terms of the precision and the difficulty that they're able to show.
They were about a point ahead of the Great Britain couple beforehand, and now it's official. After 98.68 in the free dance, they move into the #1 spot, 160.64.
That is a huge score for this couple. That close to 100, that's something to really write home about.
You're right. They set a new personal best in the free dance with that performance, and it's helped them move into first, and we don't have to wait long to compare Russian couples. It's now time for Ekaterina Bobrova and Dmitry Soloviev.